All right, here we go. We are going to have a class full of stretch today. We're going to be working through the shoulders, the back, the core, the core. So have some props handy. We're going to get started sat on a block because that's a nice place to stay. But grab hold of a strap because we can use that in a minute. All right, so sitting up nice and tall, find your sit bones, move the fleshy part of the bum out of the way, sit up nice and tall. Allow the knees to drop out. I'm going to draw the ribs in. So there's a little bit of strength through that core going on now. And we're going to grow tall through the crown of the head, find space between the vertebrae. And we're going to close off the eyes. I'm going to start with some even breathing. So if my pattern doesn't match yours, then do your own. That is absolutely fine. I'm going to think about bringing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and just tilting the chin ever so slightly in towards the chest, just to lengthen the last bit of neck that you've got there. And we're going to start with an inhale on the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With the eyes closed, see if you can just re-establish that length through the spine. Dip that chin slightly towards the chest, lengthen the neck. Settle in with the breath and maybe set yourself an intention for today's class right now. Keeping the breath smooth and even. Enjoying the inhales and fully exhaling each round. And when you're ready, up to you if you want to open the eyes, maybe you don't. We're just going to take the hands behind us to give us a little bit of stability, swap the legs so that we have a different cross. I'm going to take the right hand down and lift that left arm up, reach up towards the ceiling, and then we're going to take the arm all the way over, moving slowly, purposefully. Bring that right elbow in towards the body, open the right shoulder out, roll that left shoulder back just a little bit. Pause here and then switch out. Left hand's going to come down, right arm lift to the ceiling, really lift up out of the waist. Bring that left elbow in so that that left shoulder rolls open, and then draw the right arm all the way over. Being purposeful here, taking a moment to enjoy the inhales as the ribs begin to open. As you exhale, begin to bring that chest just slightly round to the right, dropping that right shoulder back. And then coming all the way back up. Going to reach the arms to the ceiling. Spread through those fingers to find the webbing of the fingers, getting a bit of a stretch there. Bring the chin towards the ceiling, open through the throat. And then gaze forward, bring the hands to the back of the head, reach those elbows out to the side walls, drop the right elbow down, lift through that left side. Switch out back to center, left elbow drops, right elbow lifts. Back to center. Let's repeat one more time on each side. Right elbow drops, left elbow lifts. And then last one here, left elbow drops, right elbow lifts. Come back to center. We're going to draw those elbows around the ears, drop chin to chest, and then slowly make your way down the vertebrae. Taking your time here, but really find that round through the spine, that tightness of the skin. And then coming all the way back out. Open the arms out, or the elbows out, I should say, and lift the chin to the ceiling. Open the throat. And let's go one more time. Chin to chest, lengthen the neck, elbows to ears, draw down. And then coming all the way back out. Open elbows out, lift through the chin towards the ceiling, lift the chest, and then take the gaze back to center. Extend the arms away. I'm going to start with just some small circles with the arms. Draw those shoulder blades back and down so that they're in the right position. Make those circles get a little bit bigger. Much bigger. We pause at the top. Right hand's going to come down, left arm's going to lift over. Come back to the top, both arms lift. Gaze up, open through the throat. And then gaze to center, left arm comes down, right arm all the way over. And then we come back to center, take both arms up. We're going to start with those circles in the other direction. Mine was back, so now I'm going forwards. See if you can remember. Work through the shoulders. Making smaller circles. Again, those shoulder blades back and down. Start to move through the shoulders. Amazing how heavy twiggy arms can feel. And then we start to make smaller circles still. Nice. And then we're going to take the arms behind us, fingertips towards the back of the room. Extend those legs away from you. Roll the shoulder heads back and down. We're going to push down the toes into the mat and lift through the front body. Squeeze the glutes, open through the chest. Open that whole front body out. And if you want to open the throat too, just allowing the neck to gently fall back, then you can. Keep control of the head, slowly coming back to your block. Bring those legs in. You can get rid of the block if you would like. And we're going to walk forward onto the forearms and just take a moment here. Just allow the body to shrink back in. Maybe the arms are warm from the circles. Mine are, which makes me wonder why they feel like that when I swim a lot. Feels rude. Okay. Making any adjustments that you might need to, maybe a sway from side to side. All right, from here, we're going to casually move into a tabletop position. We're going to keep the hands down. The knees are stacked underneath the hips and the hands pushing down, spread through the shoulders. We're going to extend that right leg away and push through the heel. Keep those hips level. Draw the belly in, thinking about the belly button moving towards the spine and then down. So we have a nice strong core. Gazing between the hands, find that nice length in the neck. Okay, we're going to take the right leg and lift it. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it back to center. Left hand's going to come down, right knee's going to come down. Use the right foot as a kickstand. Find a gate pose as the left leg extends. Extend that left arm all the way past the ear. Squeezing the glutes slightly as we push the hips forward, finding that lovely stretch through the groin as well. Gaze can come wherever is comfortable. If you're happy here, stay here. If you want a little bit of core work, we can lift that left leg, finding that stability. And now we can bring elbow in towards the knee and extend. We'll go back to our table. We will now extend that left leg away. Push through that left heel. Draw belly button in towards the spine. Keep the hips nice and level and the gaze between the hands. Lengthen through the neck. As you push the hands down into the mat, think about the separation of the shoulders. Okay, we're going to lift that left leg. And then when you're ready, keeping the body down the center line, extend that right arm alongside the ear, actively lifting that arm alongside the ear, reaching the fingertips forward and pushing back with the heel. Belly draws in. And then we take it wide. Take it as wide as you need to keep the body down the center. And we're going to hang out for here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take it back to center. Right hand's down, left knee is down. Take the left foot out as a kickstand. Extend that right leg away, reaching that right arm all the way over the top. Start to squeeze the glutes just a little bit to push the hips forward and find that lovely opening through that front body. And then options to hang out here if you would like to. If you want a little bit more, we can lift that right leg. Get the oblique switching on as we come in elbow to knee and extend for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, right hand comes down, right knee comes down. Take the feet together, take the knees as wide as the mat, sit the bottom back in towards the heels. Walk the hands forward, sink the chest down, sink the forehead down. See if we can get that weight towards the back of the mat. Allow the belly to hang between the knees. Slowly taking each breath in, each breath out. So we're going to walk the hands over to the right hand side. Left hand places on top of that right hand. Drop into the left shoulder and then push down through the hands to get that left hip back towards the left foot. We really want to drive down through that left side. Should feel it in the lower back there. Nice stretch through that left side body. Keep the neck relaxed. Okay, let's walk the hands through center, over to the left-hand side. Right hand places on top of the left. We drop into that right shoulder, push down through the hands to push onto that right side, bottom towards right heel. Nice stretch through that right side body, relaxed neck. And then making our way through center, come back onto the knees, come back onto the hands, find your table. We're going to move through some circular movements now. So we're going to move back into our child's pose, bend through the elbows, and then come back. So imagine yourself drawing a giant circle with your chest, just moving through the shoulders. At each point, think about what the shoulders are doing. So we're pushing through the hands, spreading the shoulders at the top. And then as we lower down, we're taking the chin towards the mat, squeezing those shoulders together. The next time we're at the top, we're going to see if we can reverse it. As we reverse it, we drop down into the elbows, strong shoulders, move back towards child's pose, stretch through the back space, finding that really nice stretch through the lower back. And take a moment here just to think about what's happening with the shoulders at every point. As we bend through those elbows, there's a fair amount of strength going on there. And then next time we get to our table, we're going to stop. Okay, tuck the toes, we're going to lift the knees, sit back into the heels. So the knees are lifted, but we're resting chest towards thighs, sinking those heels towards the mat, getting a stretch through the underside of the feet even, and through the Achilles, through the calves, push down through the hands, stretch across the shoulders. Keep the neck relaxed. And let's float the bottom towards the ceiling. Find your down dog and pedal out the heels one at a time. Lift through each foot as you do. Take some ankle circles. Moving between one direction and then the other. Okay, finding that down dog, extend sit bones to the ceiling. If we need to take a nice deep bend into the knees, then do. Take the right leg high, reach the toes to the ceiling, open the hips to the right side, drop that right knee or right foot towards the bottom. Squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward for the quad stretch and groin stretch. And then let's take a little bit of core work as we bring the right knee on the right side to the elbow, to the left side, to the right side and away. Just two more, that's all. Right knee, right elbow. Left side, right side and away. Just one more. Right knee, right elbow, nice and high. Left side and away. Let's take the right foot through the hands. Okay, here we go. Our hands are down. We're going to just wiggle over the ball of that left foot just to find some confidence in that hip area. No rush here. Take your time. We're going to take the left knee down, untuck the toes, and we're going to come up. As we do, bring the arms up. Draw those elbows out towards the opposite corners of the room and open the chest out. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Start to take the gaze up towards the ceiling. Lift through the chin. Find space as we lift the sternum towards the ceiling. And then starting to move, we're going to draw the ribs round to the right side. Back to center. We're going to shift the weight over the top of that left knee. Use a block for some stability. Take the toes on the right side to the ceiling and then begin to hinge over the top of that right leg. Keep thinking about length through the spine, growing through the crown of the head, and then taking that hinge forward, drawing the hips nice and level. And then bend through that front knee. You can switch the block over to the other side. Take the hands down. We're going to take the left foot to join the right at the top of the mat. chest to the thighs, fold over the top of those legs. Take opposite elbows, take a sway from side to side. Releasing into the lower back, into the hamstrings. Let's switch it out. Take opposite elbows as you sway from side to side. Okay, we're going to slowly and carefully stack each vertebrae and come all the way up. Lovely. Okay, from here, we're just going to play around for a minute or two because it's always fun. So using that right foot as your standing foot, spread those toes, anchor down. We're going to draw the left knee up. So we want the knee and the hip level. We want the heel and the knee level. So we should look like a right angle from the side. Draw the belly button in so we are nice and strong and we're growing tall through the crown of the head. From here, we're just going to extend that knee out towards the left-hand side. Keeping focus on something that's not moving. Back to center. See if we can take it across the body. Use that right arm to draw that left knee round. And then if you're here and you're happy and you're not wiggling too much, we can extend that left arm away. And then start to take the gaze over those left fingertips. All right, let's take the gaze back to center. Nice. Release the arm, release the leg, and then give it all a good wiggle and a shake. These are my best dance moves. All right, this time round, your left leg is going to be your standing leg. Spread through the toes, anchor down. From here, we're going to draw that right knee up. Push through the heel. Everything looks nice and strong with right angles from the legs. And we're just going to hold it here for a moment, recognizing how strong our legs are and how heavy they become. We're going to start to open out to the right side, but we're going to keep those hips forward facing. Focusing in on something that is not moving. And then we draw the knee round over to the left. Use that left hand to draw that knee round a little bit further, not on the joint, but on the upper thigh or lower thigh, I should say. And then if you're happy to extend that right arm away, then do. And then if you're happy to slowly take the gaze over the right fingertips, then feel free to do that. Keep thinking about lengthening through the crown of the head so you can get that twist in. And then gaze comes to center. Hand comes back. Nice job. And then we can bring the right leg down and we can shake it all out. Beautiful. All right. From here, coming back to the top of your mat, either feet together or a hip distance apart, up to you. Let's take the arms up and sink down into your chair. We're going to tuck the tailbone slightly, sink a little bit lower. Arms are lifting up by the ears. And we take a moment here. Can we twist round? Left arm lowers, right arm lifts. Come bring those ribs around to the right side. Come back to center. Bring those arms high again. And then can we come round, right arm low, left arm lifts. Taking the gaze wherever's going to feel good. And then back to center. Come back into your chair. Prove that you can. It's enough. Take a forward fold here. Pedal out the heels one at a time. Really wiggle here through the bottom. Release any tension in the lower back. Take a block down by the right foot, unless you've got really long arms or super loose hamstrings. I have neither. We're going to use the block on the right side. We're going to bend through the right knee, lift the left arm high. And then if you have space for it, we're going to take that left arm, wrap it behind you, touching the top of the right thigh, rolling that left shoulder back. Push the bottom back slightly towards the back of the room. Find a stretch down the back of that left hamstring. Okay, we're going to start to switch it out. Bring that left arm all the way back if it was wrapped. And then we're going to take the gaze down, switch the block over. As we do that, bend through that left knee, extend the right leg so it's nice and straight. And then that right arm can lift. And if you want to extend all that grip all the way around to a bind on that left side, then do. Just rolling that right shoulder back a little bit. Pushing the bottom towards the back of the room to deepen that hamstring stretch. And then softening those knees, bringing that right arm all the way back. Taking a forward fold here. Okay. From here, we're going to take the right leg back. Nearly got stuck with the lefts and rights again. Right leg's going to come back, keeping the hands down. Just move over the ball of the foot so you've got a really nice, confident stance here to just play around in the hip space. Okay, taking the back knee down, we're going to take that, we're going to lift up into a low lunge. From here, we're going to bring the arms together, sinking forward into the hips, bringing those elbows in front of you, and then open out the palms of the hands. So the palms of the hands are looking at you, but the elbows are touching, getting that deep, deep stretch across the shoulders. And then if we can lift those elbows just a little bit. If this is a lot, we can always take opposite elbows, entirely up to you. Not their shoulders, not elbows, sorry. It's really hard at the end of the day. Okay. From here, releasing those arms, we're going to sink the weight back over that right knee, toes towards the ceiling on the left side. Take a hinge from the hips as you lengthen chin towards the top of the mat. Bring that left hip in towards the body, finding that length down the left side. Okay, taking that left foot flat, we can move the block out of the way. Hands are down by the side. Tuck the back toe, lift through the back knee. I'm going to take the left foot back to join the right. Come back into a table. Let's cross the ankles and bring the feet out in front of us. Okay. Lowering yourself down into a bridge pose. We're going to finish the rest of our class just on the mat. So we're going to start setting yourself up in a bridge. So making sure that you can touch the back of the heels with your fingers. We're going to want a hip distance stance with the feet. Now we're just going to start by rocking the pelvis, drawing the core in as the bottom lifts off of the mat slightly. Just playing around with that pelvic tilting. And then we're going to start to get a little bit higher. Rolling up and down the spine, a little bit higher each time. Engaging that core as you lift. Glutes are squeezing. Weight pushes through the heels. Shins, thinking about them moving towards the front wall. Those feet are as anchored down into the mat as they can get. And then we're going to make our way all the way up into a bridge. And once we're there, we're going to pause. Lifting the hips, squeezing the glutes, push through the heels, and the body is down the center line, not the body, the gaze is down the center line. We're going to hold it here. Got a little bit more to give. We're going to lift that left leg up off of the mat, keep it at a right angle, and we're going to keep pushing through that right heel. And we're going to lower for 5 and lift, for 4 and lift, for 3 and lift, 2 and lift, and 1, lift, and keep lifting. Keep it there, hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's switch out. Left foot comes down, hips nice and level. Left foot is your anchor point now, all the way through that heel. Going to lift that right leg if you want to. Come into a one-legged bridge. And we're going to lower down for 5 and lift, for 4 and lift, for 3 and lift, for 2 and lift, and for 1. Keep it lifting. And we're going to stay here for 5, 4, keep the hips level, 3, 2, and 1. Take the right foot down, lower down, slowly vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep that core switched on. Bring the knees in towards you. Forehead comes to meet the knees. And then allow the arms to come away from you. We're going to slowly just take the feet a little bit wider on the mat and then take the knees over towards the right side. And the gaze makes its way over towards the left if that's comfortable. Always use a block to bring the floor to you if that's more comfortable. Okay, knees are going to come back to center and then dropping slowly, carefully over to the left-hand side, and the gaze can head to the right. And then gaze back to center. I'm going to draw those knees back to center and in towards the chest. Keep the head down this time. Think about laying the whole length of the spine out on the mat. So push through the heels. Imagine the tailbone touching down, the full length of the spine touching on the mat, dropping the chin ever so slightly down towards the chest just to get that last bit of length through the neck. And then taking our final pose as we move into a happy baby, just drawing those hands towards the feet, knees in towards the armpits. Again, we're looking to lengthen that spine, so tailbone touching down, chin to chest, just slightly. Last little bit of length through the neck. And if it's more comfortable here, just to rock from side to side, then do, or option to stay put. Up to you. And then close those knees off. Draw the knees in towards you. And then bring the forehead up to meet the knees. And then slowly and carefully winding down as you extend those legs away from you. Come to find a comfortable position on your mat, whatever that might look like. Maybe the feet are wide, the knees together. Maybe you're laying down. Just taking a moment just to close off the eyes. And we're going to finish the way we started with some even breathing. When you're ready, we're going to take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. With your eyes closed, I invite you to go back to your intention from the beginning of class today. Sitting with it just for a moment or two. Taking this time just for yourself. With a simple breath in and a simple breath out. When you're ready, I'm going to start to bring our awareness back to now, into the space. Starting to feel the fabric beneath the skin, the support of the mat and the body. When you're ready, we're going to start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, maybe rocking the body from side to side, taking your time to adjust, to move, to allow the world in. And then slowly and carefully, whenever you're ready, you can come back up to a seated position, and I will be there.